Thrashing on his bed of cedar boughs, Mountain Thrush fought his nightmare. His head ached and pounded with the spirit drums that always heralded shamanic visions. Hot tears scalded his cheeks. His throat burned dry. 2 days before, he'd climbed up onto the plateau from the river valley. His totem, the grazing buffalo, only raised their heads and gazed as he trudged by. Possibly they understood that this was no hunter, but a holy man who knew them well. Near the buffalo and prairie dogs, a stand of dark green pine beckoned to the shaman. Such ancient trees marked the sacred place of dreams, where only he could go. Years before, he'd followed the line of 4 planets to that same spot, and when a shower of fire stars signaled stop, he crouched beneath an ancient tree, thanking the tree for its presence there. Then, as now, he placed his body in a hollow between large roots, down among the stones and needles, drawing strength from the tree whose wisdom came from many, many generations. The tree spirit took him into its very core. Mountain Thrush counted more than 900 golden rings, telling the tree's age. The tree's wisdom spoke to him of what it had seen, and what the ancestor trees had seen, and those before, even when the land was under ice, and when the inland sea came to those ancient hills. As always, when the visions came, he felt overwhelmed. This time, long silver strands stretched to the distant mountains. From the east upon these silver strands came screeching monsters belching smoke and steam. As the monsters passed, the buffalo fell in heaps amid piles of bones and rotting flesh. Flies feasted while nations starved. Teepees no longer made of buffalo hide, but of thin fabric fluttered ragged on their frames. Furious fevers ravaged men and women, children, babes. Fields of corn, squash and beans wilted in the blazing sun, unpicked. Forests turned to tangled brush, irrigation ditches filled with blowing sand. The rains no longer came to cool the land. He felt his bones age and turn to dust. He watched his people herded from their land. He saw children being seized and sent to spend their youth in ugly buildings of wood and stone. He heard their cries as they were forced by pale-skinned men and women to speak a foreign tongue, forbidden to speak their own. He saw hunters, no longer permitted to hunt and fish for food. Spirit voices cried to him that the sweat lodge, spirit dance and potlatch were prohibited. He smelled the vomit-bitter breath of men and women, boys and girls, as fiery water burned their bodies and minds and ruined their lives. No more, I beg you, show no more. Thank you.